ANDesign, and Elimination is by full submission, tap out, knockout, or over the top rope.
Thank you very much to our MC, Stephen Barker.
Referee Anton Green, and good luck to him.
Good luck indeed, and good luck to referee Anton Green trying to get some order here. I'll tell you what, we've had some main events in our time, ladies and gentlemen.
The last man standing will become the Rumble Wrestling European Champion. Commence Wrestling.
That's what it's all about. We saw this belt on the line earlier tonight, and now it's been made null and void. It's actually vacant, so Danny Black's got to do it all over again if he wants to get that gold back around his waist. But this is one interesting. Exactly, Danny Black looks pretty peeved himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, how do you break this one down? 4 tag teams here that we saw paraded earlier in the night. This is tag team rules, but it's elimination. So if your partner's eliminated, you're still in the matchup. But only one man can come out of this with the European Championship. Of course, pinfall, submission, knockout, or over the top rope. And referee Anton Green, wow, I mean, I hope he's been taking his vitamins, because he's going to be busy here. 8 of the best professional wrestlers in the world, all vying for an opportunity. KM Lane and Nino Bryant starting this out with some beautiful technical wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, as we said, tag team rules as well. Only 2 men allowed in the ring at once. And of course, that begs the question, what happens if it comes down to maybe KM Lane and Jordan Breaks? What happens if it comes down to the Bryant Brothers? Because at that point, you've still got to face your own tag team partner. And that's what makes this main event for the European Championship so unique. We could be here all night. So buckle up, get some snacks. Make sure you're on your social media and use the hashtag Rumble Wrestling TV. Because I'll tell you what, by the end of it, no matter how long it takes, we're going to have a European champion. After what happened earlier, of course, the championship match between Jordan Breaks and Danny Black, null and void. The belt was stripped from Danny Black. It's now vacant. Not sure how fair Danny Black especially thinks that is. Nino Bryant coming off the top, and now the Bryant Brothers, very smart here. As a tag team, try and isolate and eliminate individuals so you have the 2-man advantage, and then when it comes down to it, 1 man will walk away with the European Championship. That's probably what the Bryant Brothers have recognised here. If we can isolate our opponents, like we know with KM Lane here, that's the 2 count. If we can isolate our opponents, then we can have the opportunity. But that's exactly what happens there. Anyone can tag in. It's a free-for-all in that regard. And Jordan Breaks, who's KM Lane's tag partner, is now tagged in. And now, looking at apply a textbook headlock takeover on Xander Bryant. I'll tell you what, some of these men obviously faced each other earlier tonight in singles matches, so they've had an opportunity to feel out their opponents. But how much of a mental acumen do you need to have? There's having your head on a swivel, and there's having your head on a 360 monitor, because the bottom line is there are men everywhere here, and they're all vying for one thing: the Rumble Wrestling European Championship. Jordan Breaks knows that. That's why he's taking a lot of time here for that headlock to survey things. And while he's doing that, Xander catches him with a lovely head scissors. And again, look at that. Jordan Breaks, that momentum. Beautiful handstand, looking to escape. Fantastic. Very Saint-like behavior there from Jordan Breaks. And he knows, and he's pointing at the young man now. Nino Bryant tags in off the back of his brother, and there we go again with those tag rules. Tate Mayfairs tagging himself in off of Jordan Breaks. That means Jordan Breaks has to get out, and he's going to have to wait. But I'll tell you what, if you're smart, just spend as little time in the ring as possible, let's be honest, and allow all these other men to wear each other down and potentially eliminate each other. And the real X factor here is the fact that you can be eliminated just by being thrown over the top rope. Tate Mayfairs did not want none of Nino Bryant. Now he's escaping. You want to talk about 2 men who absolutely vehemently hate each other. Oh, Danny Black giving Tate Mayfairs a hug. How adorable. Ugh. Oh, yes. And now we're going to get a repeat from earlier on tonight. That instant classic. It's Nino Bryant and Joe Lando matching up again. What a fantastic match that Joe Lando won earlier in the night. But Nino Bryant will have extra motivation here, looking to knock off Joe Lando and get a measure of revenge for that defeat. Again, lovely technical wrestling here from Joe Lando. That's not his MO, but he doesn't want to burn himself out. He knows he could be here for a very long time. He takes to the air too early, could crash and burn. and lose his opportunity to be a European champion. And let's not forget with the case as well, the money in the bank that he's got, the Rumble Wrestling briefcase, he's got a contract opportunity to face any champion of his choosing at any point. David Lovejoy, his first taste of the action here, tagging in off the back of his partner, Joe Lando.
5 minutes gone.
5 minutes gone, thank you very much, Stephen Barker. Just 5 minutes gone. Still no eliminations though. See what, 7 men need to be eliminated so that we can crown a European champion, and we're already 5 minutes in, and I'll tell you what, if it goes to form, well, we could be getting a serious record here for one of the longest matches in Rumble Wrestling history, and we've had some doozies. Let's not forget last time out in Gillingham, that magnificent 21-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble that was won by Levi Muir. Another man who's probably watching this match with vehement interest at home with a lot of our wonderful fans who are using the hashtag Rumble Wrestling TV on social media. Our thanks to our wonderful friends at WrestlePlug who are providing all the media and the camera work here. And of course, a big shout out to our friends, of course, our helpers here at Rumble Wrestling, Heidi and Rebecca, who are doing an amazing job running Rumble Wrestling's TikTok and Instagrams, and you definitely want to check them out for some exclusive behind the scenes highlights from Rumble Wrestling. Gorgeous Maestro Cradle there from Jordan Breaks, and Nino Bryant looking to back up, looking to create some space, and look at that, Jordan Breaks stalking his opponent as Xander looks on from his corner. Nino Bryant does not want to get into a technical war with Jordan Breaks. This is a man who just recently went toe-to-toe with Zack Sabre Jr. And now David Lovejoy gets the tag, and he's rather precariously looking to tie up, and that's why, as Jordan Breaks has trapped that arm beautifully. Look at that, it's so simple, but it's so effective. What makes it so good is the fact that it is technically flawless. And that is why many people believe Jordan Breaks to be the best technical wrestler in this country. And Zack Sabre Jr. now plying his trade in Japan, who could argue that point? Jordan Breaks looking to use a bit of athleticism there, but Jordan Breaks no slouch. This is a prime athlete, an incredible specimen of an individual, and a well-travelled, world-class professional wrestler in his own right. And there you go, David Lovejoy looking to float through again. Jordan Breaks again, mate. You know what? It's not necessarily the most legal manoeuvre I've ever seen, but David Lovejoy using referee Tom Green for leverage there. You got to give it to the kid. I'll tell you what, he's already becoming a bit of a wily veteran despite such a diminutive time in Rumble Wrestling, and now Joe Lando is back in the ring. Still nobody eliminated, as Stephen Barker announces. We're getting on towards 10 minutes here. Not quite yet, of course, but we are getting on towards it, and now a very civilized tag there as Xander tags in off the back of Jordan Breaks, and now it's Xander Bryant looking to get a feel for Joe Lando. Tell you what, his brother got enough of that earlier. The Mount Mason lightweight champion Nino Bryant losing to Joe Lando, missed the Money in the Bank earlier. Look at that, Xander Bryant looking to use some physical strength here to hold Joe Lando down. Not sure how well that's going to work, as we've spoken earlier. Joe Lando, incredible physical specimen. Absolute huge muscle mass right now, and just getting bigger as time goes on. Xander, with all his body weight, still unable to break that neck bridge. Think of the strength that takes as Joe Lando escapes, and then beautiful monkey flip to Xander, but Xander's still got wrist lock control. Now both men in pinning predicaments, getting their shoulders off the canvas, and a gorgeous double bridge. You love to see it. Joe Lando asking Xander, let's break, shall we, and regroup, and a magnificent collision for both of these men so far. You might notice that Tate Mayfairs and Danny Black have not been in the ring for a while. Right on cue, Tate Mayfairs decides to tag in, and Danny Black says, get out of here, kid. Which is ironic, coming from the kid without fear. And now Tate Mayfairs, he wants a piece of Joe Lando, and I talk about a heavy hitting, high quality matchup right here. Here's a match that a lot of people would like to see. Joe Lando ducked under that fist beautifully. Clothesline, and another one. Tate Mayfairs already regretting his decision. He was feeling froggy. He jumped in, and oh, look out. Joe Lando looking to eliminate Tate Mayfairs, throwing him over the top rope. First time somebody's attempted to do that in this match. And that's why your tag team partner makes this match so interesting, because Danny Black was able to help out Tate Mayfairs there. And now there's a tag. Danny Black tagging in off his own partner, giving it the two sweet devil horns to Joe Lando. And of course, these two men know each other very well. Let's not forget, they are close personal friends, but not here at Rumble, as they're teeing off forearm after forearm. Danny Black laying it in on jumping Joe Lando and just catches him coming in with a thrust kick right on the chin. How do you like them apples, kids? European uppercut as well. And a pull. Wow, the second one takes Danny Black right off his feet. You want to talk about stiff? He just flattened the chin of the kid without fear. And now Joe Lando in an Irish whip position. Oh, he caught Tate Mayfairs coming in as well. Stops Danny Black. Has to be careful. Goes right over the top. Beautiful athleticism. Catches Danny Black coming in with that European uppercut. Gorgeous snapmare roll through into the spike DDT. Wow. The athleticism. Not to mention the sheer body collision of Tate Mayfairs. Not sure whether that's smart or not. Maybe he wants to retain his tag team partner for now. The services of his tag partner. Because ultimately, friend or foe, at some point, you are going to be on your own. Whether it be near the end or before. And oh, Joe Lando dumped right over the top. Able to hang on now and Tate Mayfairs on the outside. Oh, Joe Lando is teetering. And he catches Danny Black. And wait a minute. And whoa, Tate Mayfairs. Big boot right in the face. Legal or not in the eyes of many. Joe Lando is your first elimination. 10 minutes into this contest, we finally have an elimination. And Joe Lando is the first man out of the running. Despite being Mr. Money in the Bank, he's going to have to head back to the locker room for the showers early because ultimately his chance at the European Championship has disappeared. Although he does have that Money in the Bank briefcase. Who knows when he might cash that in. Big story here, though, is that Tate Mayfairs and Danny Black utilising their ways. And Joe Lando still looks to be in good spirits, and I would be too if I still had that briefcase. But like I said, the story here is that Tate Mayfairs and Danny Black are acquitting themselves beautifully, it has to be said, as a tag team. And now Tate Mayfairs squaring up with David Lovejoy. And oh, wait a minute. Referee Anton Green has recognised that actually Danny Black is the legal man here still after eliminating Joe Lando, although technically Tate Mayfairs should be getting credit for that. Now looking to eliminate David Lovejoy with a pinfall, and that's the great thing about this match. At any moment you could be pinned, you could be submitted, you could be knocked out, or you could just be yeeted over the top rope into the third row. A little bit of an upset. I think this crowd a little bit stunned, to be honest, here at Kemsley Community Centre. Not expecting Joe Lando, who is literally one of the biggest stars in wrestling and one of the heavy favourites here, eliminate first. And Danny Black, a huge clubbing clothesline there, just flattens David Lovejoy coming in. Again, there's that arrogant devil horn-like pin. He knows that's not going to get it done, but he's just trying to get in ahead of him. And Tate Mayfair is very amused on the outside by what he's seeing. He's having a great time watching Danny Black dissect David Lovejoy. Of course, David Lovejoy in a precarious position because he can't tag his partner anymore. He can still tag somebody else, though. Let's not forget that. That's what makes this match even more unique. A lot of different factors playing into this. Backs up into the corner and catches Danny Black with an enziguri coming in. The Bryant Brothers, very impressed with what they're seeing from David Lovejoy. There is a lot of respect there between these young men. A lot of them have had enough of the actions of Danny Black and Tate Mayfairs. Now Danny Black looking to finish David Lovejoy here. GTS. Go to sleep, kids. And that's enough. David Lovejoy eliminated.
David Lovejoy is eliminated. There are 6 wrestlers remaining. 6 wrestlers remaining.
Stephen Barker says just 6 men remaining. I say just 6. We started with 8. 12 or 13 minutes into this contest, we still have 6 men who could potentially be European champion. Danny Black was giving it to Xander Bryant and now tags in Jordan Breaks and doesn't want none of it. You got to think there's method to this madness. Retain that tag team dynamic as long as possible, because then you can eliminate everyone else. And when it gets down to 2, it's mano a mano for the European Championship. Jordan Breaks. Put some more pepper on those European uppercuts that brought him to the dance. And Xander just being volleyed around like a ragdoll at the moment. Beautiful hip toss by Jordan Breaks into the cover. Just a 2 count. Once again, he's wearing down his opponent. This is what he does. And I'll tell you what, European uppercuts indeed. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we asked you earlier, should we get a European uppercut counter? Use the hashtag Rumble Wrestling TV and let us know. I'll tell you what, I've lost count. And a Bryant back in. Jordan breaks into the corner, and Tate Mayfairs now getting the tag off of Jordan Breaks. He's allowing Jordan Breaks to do all the heavy lifting for him so he can then get in and pick the bones. But not very smart from Tate Mayfairs, because he's just slowly measuring up Xander Bryant. Now a collar and elbow tie up. Using that body strength to just force him over. Trapping the arm. Hey, what? The longer this goes, the more the gas tank, the proverbial gas tank, becomes important. The stamina, cardio is going to be crucial in the long run. Because like we said, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost 15 minutes in. We've only had 2 men eliminated so far. Big scoop slam by Tate Mayfairs. At some point, you've got to think the pace is going to quicken, especially if someone like Danny Black or Nino Bryant gets in the ring. But right now, Tate Mayfairs, he's having fun. He's playing with his food. And the food in question is Xander Bryant. A member of our audience there asking Tate Mayfairs to show some respect, but the bottom line is I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think Tate Mayfairs really cares about giving the fans what they want. He certainly likes giving himself what he wants. He likes to take what he wants. The All Nations champion, pretty much the most dominant All Nations champion, walking this up, going back and forth. Ironically enough, Danny Black who captured that All Nations Championship for a brief amount of time, and maybe that's what brought these 2 men together. At one point, Danny Black, extremely popular of our audience, has had a change of heart and has decided that Tate Mayfairs is the way forward, and who can blame him, really? He is the European champion. A basement dropkick takes out the knee of Tate Mayfairs, trying to knock that knee up. Now he comes off again, and a beautiful dropkick. We saw how well he could utilise dropkicks when he knocked off David Lovejoy earlier in the evening, and now Xander looking to knock off the All Nations champion. And again, if you can eliminate Tate Mayfairs here, not only is it a statement, oh look out, Tate Mayfairs takes Xander over. Xander hanging on for dear life. Nino's right there, desperately trying to will his brother back into the ring, and Xander trying to use those educated feet to escape Tate Mayfairs, but he's still on the outside. He has to be careful here. If he loses his footing, he could then lose his opportunity. And again, he counters away. Wait a minute. Danny Black sneaking up behind, doing what Tate Mayfairs did earlier, and eliminating Xander Bryant. You know, Bryant is enraged. He's had enough. Tate Mayfairs has made his life a misery for months, possibly years on end, and now Danny Black aligned with him is making his life just as miserable as he's just seen his brother eliminated. The bottom line is, whether you like it or lump it, it's smart, it's educated tactics. And now Tate Mayfairs counters, and Jordan Breaks is over the top rope. Talk about the pace square. Oh, wait a minute. Now Danny Black looking to repeat business, and Jordan Breaks, smart enough to know that, gets out of dodge. Gorgeous sunset flip, but Tate Mayfairs able to block it. Wait a minute, he's using the ropes. He's got the ropes. Nino Bryant saying to the ref he's using the ropes. Referee Anton Green did not see that, and Tate Mayfairs has pinned Jordan Breaks, and now we're down to 4, just like that. And I tell you what, the one tag team dynamic that's still standing is, of course, the one paying dividends. Tate Mayfairs and Danny Black. One of these men is going to leave here as the Rumble Wrestling European Champion. And right now, you got to fancy the only man who's held the belt so far, Danny Black. Oh, look at that. Tate Mayfairs looking to get himself involved once again and paying dividends as Danny Black catches KMLA coming into a clothesline. A European uppercut there. Nino Bryant trying to wheel KMLA back into this, even though he's not his tag partner. He knows that you do not want to be the one man, the odd man out, left in a handicap scenario against Danny Black and Tate Mayfairs, because these vultures are going to pick apart their dinner. And now KM Lane looking to work Danny Black. Oh, he was looking for the counter, and Danny Black was aware of that, put the brakes on, but wow, flying crossbody from KM Lane just burst into your screens and into your hearts, as KM Lane does so often. Now looking to take Danny Black. Oh, wait a minute, he's looking to eliminate him. Danny Black counters, and now Tate Mayfairs again. Look at this, just manhandling KM Lane, trying to drag him out of the ring. KM Lane counters and gives him a stiff kick, and frankly, he deserves it. Now he's dragging Danny Black over. 2 men in extremely precarious position here. You got to be very careful. You lose your foot in here, you lose your opportunity at a European Championship reign. KM Lane, oh wow, this is dangerous. Fireman's carry on the ring apron, and Danny Black doing whatever it takes, raking the eyes, and Tate Mayfairs again paying dividends. Nino Bryant has seen Danny Black and Tate Mayfairs utilise tag team rules and bend tag team rules to absolute perfection, and now he is the odd one in this three-way match. Now we're down to essentially a handicap match in terms of tag team rules, and look at this, Tate Mayfairs and Danny Black. Nino Bryant knows that he has no choice. Anton Green trying to make it clear to Danny Black and Tate Mayfairs that only one of you is allowed to be in the ring right now. I think these two men carrying, they're both going after Nino Bryant. Nino's going to have to fight for his life here. Basement drop kick, ducks under Tate Mayfairs, clothesline, a forearm. Nino Bryant desperately trying to fight these two extremely dangerous individuals, the All Nations champion Tate Mayfairs and the former European champion Danny Black. And look at the speed, the pace quickens, the fire. Nino Bryant as a house of fire, roaring his way through Kemsley Community Centre, cutting through his opposition. He's trapped Tate Mayfairs, and a beautiful tornado DDT spikes the All Nations champion, and a gorgeous Pele kick takes out Danny Black, and now Nino Bryant goes to work looking to eliminate Tate Mayfairs. Nino Bryant could get Tate Mayfairs over him. Wait a minute, Danny Black, wait, Danny Black stuck up behind him, and Danny Black has eliminated Nino Bryant. And they're celebrating, but the bottom line is that only one man can be European champion. This rivalry between Nino Bryant and Tate Mayfairs continues.
And this gentleman over here, you said that me and my close personal friend Danny Black have to fight each other right now.
That's exactly what you have to
do. We will not fight each other because we're close personal friends. And as a matter of fact, we're going to declare this a draw. And we are both your champion.
Double champion, huh? The dual champion. Danny Black making it clear. That's right. We're going to be able to... Wait a minute. Tate Mayfairs! You shady son of a gun. Tate Mayfairs, the All Nations champion, has just eliminated Danny Black, and that means Tate Mayfairs... Oh, wow. All that trust went out the window, and Tate Mayfairs snuck up behind Danny Black and took him right over the top rope, and that means Tate Mayfairs is a double champion. He's the new European champion. He's the All Nations champion. Oh, wait a minute. Now, we saw Joe Lando eliminated for this match first earlier on. We saw him against Nino Bryant earlier on, and look what he's got in tow, the Rumble Wrestling briefcase. Now, if he cashes that in, he'll have a title opportunity. Looking at his frenemy there. Danny Black saying, you know what? Go for it, kid. We're close personal friends. But more could be said for Tate Mayfairs and Danny Black. Cannot believe Tate Mayfairs just, after all that, just dumps Danny Black out like a disregarded piece of trash. But now Tate Mayfairs is beside himself because Joe Lando is cashing in his Rumble. He's going to cash it in right now. That means the European Champion. Oh my God! Wait a minute, and the bell has rung. That means that this match is official. but Tate Mayfairs used a briefcase to his advantage. That briefcase has been cashed in, ladies and gentlemen, which means we are now one fall to a finish for the European Championship. Tate Mayfairs, who's only held the belt for about 2 minutes, defending against jumping Joe Lando. And now, Anton Green officially asking to ring the bell. And wait a minute, Joe Lando. Oh, wow. Almost got him coming in there. Quick super kick, beautiful roundhouse kick as well. Joe Lando has got to take advantage of this. He's had time to get fresh again. Beautiful standing shooting star press. Is that going to be enough? He's put so many champions away with that. And he almost put Tate Mayfairs, who is, believe it or not, right now the European champion away. And now looking for that beautiful springboard cutter, which got Nino Bryan earlier. But Tate Mayfairs counters. He's got the tights. And Joe Lando still able to get out. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, there's the cutter. He caught him. He absolutely caught him. Can he get him with a springboard cutter? Yes, he can. Oh, my God. Are we going to have a new European champion? Yes, we are. Joe Lando. Joe Lando has won the Rumble Wrestling European Championship. Tate Mayfairs was champion for what, 3.5 minutes? Can you believe it? What a turn of events here. Yes, indeed, young man. Joe Lando, this is what it's all about. Your new Rumble Wrestling European Champion, ladies and gentlemen. What an insane main event. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more exciting, there couldn't be any more stories to be told, Joe Lando, Jumping Joe Lando cashes in the briefcase. What a night. What another glorious moment that Kemsley Community Centre has witnessed. The crowning of a new European champion. Joe Lando is your man of the hour.